Hello, this is your friendly bass teacher, JP. Sorry about the delay. I got COVID, so today we're going to be going over my bass, which is a Squire, a Fender Squire Bronco model. One of my favorite things to play. It's real simple. It's stripped down, and it's just designed for bass. No frills, no spills. Okay, so first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to unwind this thing. And after we unwind it, we're going to see exactly what the string length is. The reason why that's important is because you want to have a few loops around the tuning peg here. You want to have a few loops so that we can stay in tune for longer, okay? So, basically, let's take this thing. Comes out right like that. Looks like it's just about to the second tuning peg. So, we're going to back this out from the other end. Oh, Jesus. All right. And then this is the new one. I'm going to set it right over here. Bring it over the top. And raise this all the way up, right? Now look how much extra I have. So we're going to cut this right up here with these wire cutters right at that point. We don't need the rest of it. Alright. So you can go directly in to this tuning peg right over here so you don't have any loose ends, okay? Now we're going to tighten it up. See here. I'm going to turn this thing clockwise, right? This thing wraps all the way around. No issues. Alright, this is wrapping up pretty nicely. Make sure that it's right over this, the bridge right over here. Worry about tuning later. And that sounds pretty good. Alright. So then we're going to do the same thing with this one. Back this off. So I'm doing this counterclockwise to loosen the strings and clockwise to tighten the strings. Alright. We're just going to cut these loops off here so it's easier to deinstall the string. I'm going to feed it through the bottom hatch over here. And we're going to be looking for the red labeled one, just right here. Alright. I'm going to unwrap this really quick. These are D'Addario strings. I really like using them. They're super bright. And I kind of like that for bass. Alright. So we're going to feed it in from the bottom again, right? We're going to go down here. And I'm going to catch the end of this so you can feed it over the top of the bridge. And do a careful measure here. We're going to go about this far this time. So we're going to cut this end off. We don't need it. Alright. So again, one of the features of this bass is you can directly input the string into the tuning peg. And I think that's a pretty nice feature, to tell you the truth. This way you don't mess up your bass case with loose ends, cut yourself, or anything. It's all ready to go. Alright. So we're just going to wind this thing up in the clockwise position, just like I showed you. You want these wraps to be tightly close to each other. That way we can keep this thing in tune with the greatest confidence. All right? We're getting there. We're just going to do the approximation right now for this string. So, I'm going to unwind this thing like this, pull it straight out, feed it from the bottom, it's a much faster process than you'd expect, right? So, it's a black one. So we're going to go for the black one next. This is according to this chart right over here. It shows you that the brass is the E string, the red labeled string is the A string, the black string is actually the D string, and the green one is the G string. All right. So we're going to unwrap these two, keep them separate. One heck of a wrapping job on these things. Okay, so we're going for the green one, right? No, we're going for the, we're going for the black one. All right. So we're going to feed it from the bottom, right? Okay, slide it through. Then we're going to determine, I'd like to cut it off right about here. I want to leave a few extra loops on the higher strings. Since they're thinner, we can wrap them more times, technically. I'm going to cut that off right there. All right. And we're going to insert this. Like I said, this is one of the features of this bass. And then we're just going to go ahead and wrap it up, but make sure that it's next to this circular object. Alright? I'm going to go through that right now. Going in a clockwise motion, keeping this string right next to this metallic circle over here. Always want to keep these loops very consistent, and the coils have to be lying next to each other. And will save you a lot of heartache and time and effort. Alright. Whoops. Gotta back it out so I can slip it under this thing. Alright. So I got 2 loops on everything. Everything's looking good. I'm going to back out the last string over here. As you can see, this isn't that time consuming. Loosen it up just enough for me to pull it out. This would be the green labeled string that I'm going to put on last for the G string. Alright, I'm going to feed it from the bottom, like I said. And going for the green string this time, the last one on here. Alright. So I'm going to feed it from the bottom, just like I said. Alright. I'm going to cut it off pretty much right here at the top of the bass. Should give me enough wiggle room right here. You can see. So now we just inject this right into the tuning peg, which is so convenient. Make sure it goes all the way in too, you guys. Alright. So now we just tighten this thing up, just like so. We're going clockwise, making sure that the coils are right next to each other. You want everything tight. This will help you with your tuning. Alright. Keep wrapping this. Make sure it's settled correctly. Make sure this is in the groove right over here. So we're only doing an approximate tuning right now because these things are going to stretch, right? But like I said, I love these D'Addario strings. They're light gauge. They go 100 to 80 to 65 to 45. Let me make sure I'm right on that. So the gauges are 0.100 inches in diameter, millimeters 2.54. That's for the brass string, the E string. The red string is 0.080 diameter in inches and 2.03 millimeters. The black string is 0.065 inches in diameter, and the millimeters is 1.65. And then the green string finally is 0.045, 1.14 millimeters. And this is what the package looks like. And these are the strings that I feel more comfortable using in any case. So that is my beautiful Squire Bronco bass. I do have a 10-inch Harbinger that we could go into later on. But I just wanted to go through this demonstration with you. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for your patience. You know, it's terrible getting COVID. Can't perform until I test negative again, because I'm always seeing when I'm performing. But thank you so much, you guys. Much peace, love, and happiness, and we'll see you next time, okay? Take care of yourselves. All right, bye.